What's up, trader? Welcome to Vinboss Signal Factory. Welcome to our second video or another video of the Forex analysis that we do every week. Now, remember, we are only trading or helping those or offering free trading signals to people who are serious and only who are funding real accounts. So if you are really serious about funding your account, given the fact that it is NFP this week, you might actually stand a good chance of making good money. So without wasting further time, let me tell you how to join this membership before I continue. For you to join this membership, all you have to do is register under the link below this video, and then after the registration you click another Telegram link below here. You go to the Telegram channel, you get free signals without restrictions, meaning you will get free signals of all currency pairs, meaning you will get free signals of all, like gold, Nasdaq, crude oil, silver, you name them, not only currencies. And without wasting further time, let's dive into the markets. Now, without wasting time, the first currency pair that we're going to look at today is the euro dollar, and this one is going to be one of the easiest signals of today. It just needs a little bit of patience. So, without wasting further time, let me analyze what this week might have in store for us. So, as you can see, we finished the week here with the expectations that we might get a break of structure around this level, and then maybe Monday or Tuesday we will get a retest and a continuation to the down to the upside. Now, without wasting further time, again I am saying this was the original plan from last week. So in trading, the market always changes, always, so you have to adapt to the current market conditions. Now, these are the current market conditions of this week. As you can see, this 1 hour here clearly proves that we are going to engulf this previous hour, this red hour, signaling that if you get in right now, it will be a great chance for you to take this market up to the next key area, which is 1.0383. And then once we reach this area, because of only the reason we will be closing this big gap here, and then after closing this gap here, I think the best place or the biggest signal of the week will be to look for shorts in this pair, meaning that if we reach this area of 1.0383, this will be a great place for us to look for bearish patterns and formations, just like on this signal right now, to continue going down to the next key area or to break and make a new low around this area here. So this is the trading plan, this is the trading idea on the euro dollar. Remember, if you're only using the free signal, you've joined the Telegram link using the link and you have not yet registered, maybe you are using a different broker, you're not ready to change or try our different broker, or you are going to fund, you just need to test our trading signals. There's no problem. What is going to happen with is you are going to get free for currency pairs, which will uh, give you an enlightenment on how we take our trades or how our trades are performing week in and week out. And those four currency pairs that we will be getting signals from will be the euro and the dollar, the euro and the Japanese yen, and the pound and the dollar, and then the pound and the Japanese yen. Now, without wasting time, this is still the greatest option going into next week. So without wasting plenty of your time, let's go straight over to the market. Remember, this is our first and this is our most important signal. This will be the first one to go to this area right here. And after reaching this area, this is where big traders, this is where funded traders who have joined and registered and funded will get a big signal like this to the downside. Now, if you want to receive all the trading pairs, you have four currency pairs to deal with now, which means the euro dollar, the pound yen, and the pound and the dollar. So without wasting further time, let's go over to the last chart, which is to the second chart, I'm sorry, which is the pound and the dollar. And the second pair that we are going to look at is the pound and the dollar. With the pound and the dollar, we have already early in the morning entered this signal and the stop loss here, and this is our 1:5. And I do hope that everybody knows that we are not entirely bullish from here to here. No, we are only bullish for the corrective structure which is happening right now. After we close this gap here, we will be looking for bearish patterns and formations to go down to the next key area, which is the new low around here. Now, this is the plan of pound and the dollar. Remember, fund your account. The minimum funding of our broker, our trusted broker, is $10. You can fund a little bit more than that to actually enjoy your profits, or you can fund the minimum of $10 to actually test our trading signals as we are dealing with them. So without wasting further time, this is the best analysis that you will ever have in South Africa, because most people don't even trade live. They hate doing this, explaining this, and putting it on YouTube because they have anxiety of failing because of risk management. They don't trade live. So without wasting further much time of you, it is because now we are going to open. It is 10. It is 10 to 10 right now in South African time. We are going to open a broadcast with the VIP channel, a 1 hour broadcast discussing this signal, discussing the next. So I'm not going to waste much time because I'm also going to do the registered membership or the funded membership videos where we are going to discuss all the signals, all the currency pairs. We are going to deal with at least 15 currency pairs today. So all of those 15 currency pairs will have 1 hour to deal with them, how to take the signals and make sure that everybody understands the signals as they are taken, as they are. Now, to remind you again, let's look at the plan. The plan was to get here. If you're not here already, wait for this. Please don't try to take a signal when it's too late. I'm giving you a buy signal here and you are not in the market, and then by some chance you are 2 hours late, you get in here and expect to risk this much. If you lose from this, you will lose much more than me, who have already gotten earlier. So you'd rather wait, look for bullish setups again to continue the upside. But if this looks very strong, but if this continues like this to this level here, 1.2393, you will not need to get in. You will just wait because the best signal of the week will come around this area right here, 1.2393, to go down to make a new low. This is the best signal of the week. So this one is just to collect uh, small pips, but the real signal is coming when we are selling from this here. Remember, since Donald Trump has already cut ties with many countries politically and trade-wise, it has already given people the hiccups in different countries in which uh, nobody, or I do mean everybody, cannot trade, given the fact that we are from South Africa. So without wasting further time, let me not explain the fundamentals too much. All you have to know is that the safe haven currencies are the ones that will probably benefit for the next 2 weeks. So without wasting time, let's go to the euro and the Japanese yen now. Now, the third currency that we are going to analyze here is the euro and the Japanese yen. Now, the euro and the Japanese yen is one of the strongest currencies, as I was trying to explain on the video that I made on the pound and the dollar. Now, the Japanese yen and the euro. The euro is relatively strong across um, all safe haven assets, uh, it being the Swiss franc, the Japanese yen, and the dollar. So without wasting again much time, this would be the first video. This is what I'm expecting to see. This is a great place for us this week to look for shorts, for selling opportunities to go below this level to break the low of this pair. Now, without wasting further time, let me explain to you why I am only looking to buy short for a short period of time and then continue selling to the downside. This gives other currencies or other countries a trade pressure because now Donald Trump is increasing tariffs on all imported goods of different countries. As we all know, every country is based on import and export. So if the import is charged higher, that means the dollar will be strong, attracting like the investors to go and buy the dollar against majority of the currencies. And with that being said, it also affects not only the dollar itself, but it affects the neighboring countries or the trading countries which trade their exports and imports with the the USA. It causes panic in the market, which calls for a safe haven uh, trade, which will be buying the Swiss franc against the commodity pairs and buying it against other majors, buying the dollar against the commodities and other majors, and also buying the Japanese yen against the commodities and other majors. So this is the kind of aspect that I'm going to follow going into this week because ever since Donald Trump has said that last week, this was uh this was the results of that introduction of tariff to other foreign countries. So this week we ended up with an open gap to start below, which is why I'm expecting to see this as a great place for me to go short again to make a new low this week. Given if I remember, it is also NFP on Friday. That simply means that there will be high volatility in the market on Friday across the very same currency pairs that I'm talking about. So without wasting time, let me go over to the last pair. And that last pair is the pound and the Japanese yen. It also has the same correlation as this one that I've as the last three pairs that I've just explained. Remember, if your fundamentals and your technicals go hand in hand or they do matter. You understand? They do matter because I'm sorry, I'm just checking these comments on this video. Okay, yeah. If your fundamentals and your technicals are aligned, the signal has a high chance of succeeding. But if the fundamentals are saying this and then your signals are saying a total different story, that simply means that um, something is going to happen. Either your technicals will be right or your fundamentals will be out of control. So without wasting time, let's go to the last video. I hope I explained very well when it comes to trading about the fundamentals and how to take these signals. Remember, this is what I'm expecting to see. And after seeing this, I'll be looking for iron. I'll be looking for this. Selling this rally from here to the downside. I think it will be strong as it will be the second wave that affects the market during the first trade war. So without wasting time, please make sure you like this video, subscribe. Remember, if you are registered and you are funded, you get analysis like this on each and every single pair. You get the right price to buy and to sell. You get the right setups, whether it will be buy stop or sell limit or buy limit. You get the detailed or full explanation of how and what to do when you are dealing with these kinds of signals, and they are easy to trade. Remember, all you have to do is register under the broker link that will leave under this video. After registering there, verify your details obviously, and then after verifying your details, fund your account. You're not gonna give anybody money here. You're not gonna give me money just to give you signals. Just fund, show me that you're trading a real account, because if you're trading demo account, sometimes you're playing and it doesn't even show that you have that enthusiasm to change your life or to even try something in life. So it is always, or it will always be of a sort, when it comes to me, I will only help those who are or are already on the same mission, or those who are willing to take the first step to change their life. I'm not giving free signals to people who are using demo account, but you guys can watch. You can have the euro Japanese yen, the euro and dollar, pound Japanese yen, and the pound and the dollar. But when it comes to receiving the euro and the franc, the Australian dollar and the Japanese yen, those currency pairs are high volatility movers. If you get signals like this, it's very guaranteed that you will see the light of day. So without wasting further time, let's go over to the last pair, which is the pound and the Japanese yen. And last but not least, it's the pound and the Japanese yen 1 hour chart. Now this is the A, B, and we are about to do a C here. We are not entirely in on this signal because it's closer to the great place to sell rather than being far away. It doesn't give us enough time to do a stable pullback. So you don't necessarily have to force a trade. You don't necessarily have to force, you know, pips. No, but what you can do is make sure that this is take profit one, this is take profit two. Now, I mean, this is the first place to look for opportunities, and if the market breaks through here, this will be the second place to look for opportunities. Remember, this will only be a complete buy only if we are above this and we break this new high here. Then we will start looking for a retest of this and then a continuation to the upside. If you are not somehow enlightened enough to see the change of structures in when you register, you're not only getting signals, guys. You are being registered to an online course that will take you from what is Forex, the greatest basics, to the most advanced strategies, risk management, and trading psychology course that you will ever find, right? So there's another bonus. It's a bonus for you to get that without paying anybody and getting the highest accurate signals like this. No, it is definitely the highest you can ever get. So without wasting further time again, this is the pound and the Japanese yen, and the pound and the Japanese yen is also structured like that. We are looking for this and a continuation to the downside, make a new low. And in this kind of scenario, I do want to highlight this because we do highlight it with the registered and funded members, but I would like to highlight this in front of everyone. If this is the case, the, the pullback does not seem like it's gonna be strong as opposed to other correlated pairs, you will obviously take a signal, and in this kind of signals, when you take a signal, you take a short and then you hold. This might be your preferred take profit, but you hold, because what this pullback uh, implies, or what this pullback signifies, is the fact that the Japanese yen is way weaker than the I'm sorry, the pound is way weaker than the Japanese yen. So when the sell starts kicking in, the Japanese yen might have a stronger sell to the downside rather than as opposed to other pairs, because in other pairs this might be the sell, but because of the weaker pound this might also be the sell. So when you are taking these signals, the best thing that you can do for yourself is hold this signal going into um the end of the week. Either you hold it for a day or 2 days or 3 days, depending on what time all the signals that we're given will reach our intended targets. Because after, or whether they all reach at the same time or some don't reach, they are close. As soon as you get the correlation that the euro and the pound is about to be weak and the signals align, please take the signals and make sure, please do make sure that you do not miss this. Please do make sure that you do not miss this, and don't hold the buys too. They are not um, they are not my best options going into this week. My best options going into this week, I've just indicated, is that buying the safe havens against the commodities and other major currencies. Now, this will be um, a simple yet understandable system that we'll be using. Now, it will be against the JPN. You buy the JPN, you buy the CHF, which is the Swiss franc, and then you buy the USD. Now, if you buy this, you will buy against other commodity pairs, meaning you will buy against the AUD, the NZD, and then the card. These are commodity pairs as they are more reliant, or their economy is more reliant on um, is more reliant on Swiss franc. Is also somehow a commodity pair, but given the fact that the actual money of Swiss franc is made up of gold, so it tends to react more on gold movement. So when gold goes up, sometimes it boosts the Swiss franc. So all the commodities, Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, and the Canadian dollar, this will be also the currencies that you need to check. Now, since everyone who's watching this video is on the free channel or is using the free signals, you will also need to um, sell the euro against the Japanese yen and the pound against the Japanese yen. This is what it will mean for you. You will sell these two against these three. These are the best and the strongest currencies going into this week. These are the weakest going into this week. So what you should do for yourself, even if you're not registered with us, is pick one, two, three of the best signals and mix them with any of these currencies to ensure that you do not miss a single chance, because this week all these threes are going to outperform these two, given the fact that the NFP is coming out and Donald Trump, as we all know, Donald Trump is the smartest president ever. He's the only president that will play the market. So be careful going into Friday. I've just outlined to you that this should be what you are doing. So don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, make sure that each and every single video that is being uploaded, you watch, you go apply the knowledge in the market, or you go watch and take the signal the same way. And remember, this week I'm going to speak on correlation. I'm going to teach people on correlation. Make sure you watch the video and you learn. make sure you watch that video, you learn, because I know I'm going to drop some valuable information, just like I'm dropping valuable information on each and every forecast video that I'm doing. So without wasting further time, thank you for watching the video, liking, subscribing, joining, and registering under that video, under that broker link, joining the Telegram channel, taking trading signals. This shows that your life is about to change. Goodbye, South Africa.